Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Elaine.
And we are Bible fanatics.
I tell you guys, we've come a long way in the books of the Bible.
You bet we have. We've learned the first 5, the 12 books of history, the 5 books of poetry. How many does that make?
By my count, we've learned 22 so far. 1/3 of the Bible.
That's incredible. Do you think that we could recite them all?
Let's give it a try.
Ready, guys?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms and Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon. Great work, guys!
Today we're going to add 5 more books, the Bibles of the major prophets.
The prophets were men who delivered messages from God to his people. Some were good messages and some were bad. And some even told the people about how God was going to fulfill his promise to save the world from sin.
Isaiah was the first of these prophets. He delivered messages to God's people in a time of bad kings, warning them to turn back to God. To remember Isaiah, let's draw a lowercase I with our fingers. Don't forget to dot the I.
Jeremiah was another prophet who spoke for God's people, urging them to turn back to God. Some people call him the weeping prophet because he was so sad that no one would listen to God. Put your hand up by your eye and make it as if a tear is going down your cheek.
Let's cry with both eyes as we remember the next book, Lamentations. This book was also written by Jeremiah. So we can cry with both eyes to remember its author, the weeping prophet.
Next we come to Ezekiel. Ezekiel delivered messages to God's people after they had been taken captive in Babylon. Let's write a Z in the air to remember Ezekiel.
Zorro!
No, Ezekiel.
Oh yeah. Well, that brings me then to the 4th major prophet, Daniel. Daniel was a young man who was taken to live in the palace of the king of Babylon. He got to know their king personally, and he and his friends had some daring adventures.
His friends were tossed into a fiery furnace and lived, and Daniel spent the night in a lion's den.
God saved Daniel by shutting the lion's mouth. So cover your mouth to remember Daniel.
Okay, guys, one time more through the major prophets. Let's try a lowercase I for Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel,
Not Zorro.
Daniel.
Okay, way to go, guys. That's 27 books.
We'll see you next week.